The landscape of contemporary entertainment is defined by constant movement, overlapping schedules, and the relentless intersection of music, film, and television. In an industry where major cross-industry collaborations can generate massive anticipation almost overnight, even the slightest shift in production timelines can alter the course of high-profile projects. For months, fans of television drama and pop music alike were fixated on what promised to be one of the most intriguing cultural crossovers of the decade. The vision of a top-tier global pop icon stepping into the surreal, darkly atmospheric world of a long-running, critically acclaimed horror anthology captured the imagination of millions around the globe. Audiences envisioned a striking synthesis of theatrical flair, suspense, and high-fashion horror, eagerly debating what kind of role might be crafted for an artist known as much for her vocal power and cinematic screen presence as for her distinct stylistic identity. Such collaborations have historically redefined careers, breathed fresh creative energy into established television franchises, and created unforgettable moments in pop culture history. However, behind the glamour and the high-profile announcements lies the intricate, often uncompromising reality of global production logistics. Executing a massive television season requires months of precise coordination, involving hundreds of cast members, crew, set designers, and directors, all operating on a tightly managed clock. When a project of that magnitude encounters unexpected delays, shifts in filming locations, or revised production schedules, the ripple effects can disrupt even the most carefully laid plans. The delicate balance required to manage simultaneous world tours, feature film press commitments, and intense television filming demands absolute precision, where even a delay of a few weeks can make participation mathematically impossible. The world of television creation operates on deadlines where every single day on set carries immense financial and creative weight, leaving very little room for flexibility when conflicting schedules collide. As anticipation built and theories proliferated across social media and media outlets, insiders were quietly working behind the scenes to navigate a maze of conflicting commitments. The excitement surrounding this upcoming television chapter was not merely based on a single guest appearance, but on the broader promise of a historic television milestone. The franchise in question has spent more than a decade defining and redefining modern television horror, building a reputation for grand theatricality, unexpected guest stars, and a rotating ensemble of world-class dramatic talent. Bringing a global superstar into that established universe represented a blending of modern celebrity culture with dark, immersive storytelling. Viewers anticipated a performance that would leverage the performer's proven comedic timing, dramatic range, and dramatic flair, qualities that had already been demonstrated in past television and film ventures. Every detail, from potential wardrobe choices to rumors about character arcs, became a topic of intense discussion among dedicated fans and media commentators. The mystery was further heightened by the creative team's legendary reputation for secrecy, as full script details, character names, and plot twists are routinely kept under strict non-disclosure agreements until the moment of broadcast. This calculated atmosphere of secrecy only fueled the public's curiosity, transforming every casual comment in interviews into a potential clue about what was being prepared behind closed doors. Yet, as the planned production window drew closer, the realities of a massive multi-city live performance tour began to assert their dominance over the calendar. A major live concert tour is an enterprise of staggering proportion, requiring months of physical preparation, stage construction, complex lighting and sound setups, and intricate choreography rehearsals. For an artist operating at the absolute peak of the music industry, the commitment to tens of thousands of ticket holders across multiple continents represents an unshakable priority. Each performance requires total physical dedication, meticulous vocal care, and a massive support team of dancers, musicians, and technicians whose livelihoods depend on the tour proceeding without disruption. When unexpected production issues arise during the setup of such complex stage shows, dates must sometimes be adjusted, causing a cascading series of schedule changes that affect the artist's entire availability for months. In this high-stakes environment, hard choices become inevitable, forcing creators and performers to weigh the demands of live audiences against the visual storytelling of the television screen. Before diving deeper into the specific events that reshaped this production and exploring the fascinating history of this creative partnership, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our in-depth breakdowns of the biggest news in entertainment and culture. As we examine the sequence of events that led to this sudden shift, it becomes clear that the story is far more complex than a simple scheduling conflict. It involves a web of massive artistic ambitions, sudden production delays, and the extraordinary demands placed on modern multi-hyphenate performers who balance world tours with Hollywood acting roles. The intersection of live music and prestige television is always volatile, but in this instance, the stakes were exceptionally high for everyone involved, setting the stage for a dramatic development that would capture headline attention worldwide. The central conflict began to surface as production timelines for the highly anticipated 13th season of American Horror Story underwent significant adjustments. Initially announced in October as part of Ryan Murphy's star-studded ensemble cast, global pop star Ariana Grande was set to make a triumphant return to the iconic horror anthology franchise. Having previously collaborated with Murphy on the high-camp horror comedy series Scream Queens in 2015 alongside Emma Roberts, Billie Lourd, Abigail Breslin, Leah McKellel, and Keke Palmer, Grande's inclusion in the main American Horror Story universe was seen as a major creative match made in heaven. Her ability to navigate the sharp, tongue-in-cheek dialogue typical of Murphy's writing while delivering memorable screen moments had made her a fan favorite during her stint as Chanel No. 2. However, as the production dates for the new season shifted, the overlapping commitments between television cameras and live concert arenas created an insurmountable logistical hurdle. Industry sources confirmed to Deadline and Page Six that despite early enthusiasm, the 33-year-old artist had not filmed any footage for the upcoming installment before her participation became impossible to maintain. The secret nature of Murphy's productions meant that details regarding Grande's role were kept strictly under wraps, a practice long associated with the franchise where script pages are closely guarded and character identities remain hidden until promotional campaigns launch. When questioned by Variety in November about what she might bring to her franchise debut, the Oscar-nominated actress and Wicked star was careful not to break secrecy, stating that while she knew a tiny bit about the role, she could not reveal details, adding that even if her part turned out to be very small, she would be immensely grateful to participate alongside a cast and crew she deeply admired. While the mysterious nature of her intended character fueled endless online speculation, the realities of her primary obligation, the massive Eternal Sunshine Tour, were rapidly taking precedence. Launched in support of her critically acclaimed seventh studio album, Eternal Sunshine, released in 2024, the World Tour demanded an extraordinary amount of physical, vocal, and technical discipline. Managing an arena production of that scale involves an intricate web of truck routing, stage construction, lighting design, and sound engineering that leaves almost zero margin for unexpected delays. The pressure increased significantly when technical and production issues forced the rescheduling of several key concert dates. A major performance at New York's Barclays Center, originally set for July 12, had to be postponed to July 14. Similarly, two scheduled concerts at Boston's TD Garden, initially set for July 22nd and July 24th, were moved to July 23 and July 26. Addressing her followers in a social media statement, Grande expressed sincere regret over the sudden adjustments, explaining that the date changes were absolutely necessary to ensure the complex production could be delivered safely and exactly as intended for her fans. These tour adjustments, combined with the shifting cameras of American Horror Story, made it impossible for the singer to fulfill both commitments without compromising the quality and safety of her live shows or delaying the television production even further. The domino effect of these schedule shifts highlights the intense tension between live event management and television production schedules. While filming a television series allows for occasional scene rescheduling, the fixed nature of arena bookings, local municipal permits, ticket sales, and physical staging leaves little room for flexibility. For a creator like Ryan Murphy, whose projects run on tight broadcast delivery schedules and complex multi-actor setups, adjusting an entire season's shooting block to accommodate a single touring artist proved logistically impossible. The absence of Grande left a notable gap in the pre-production excitement, yet it also underscored the scale of the ensemble Murphy had assembled for this historic 13th chapter. The production had already locked in an extraordinary lineup of returning franchise royalty alongside exciting newcomers, setting the stage for one of the most sprawling casts in the show's history. Fans had been eager to see how Grande would interact with veteran actors who have defined the tone of American Horror Story since its inception in 2011. Names like Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Jessica Lange, Emma Roberts, Billie Lourd, Gabori Sidibe, John Waters, Francis Conroy, and Leslie Grossman had all been linked to the project. promising a return to the thematic depth and campy horror that made the show a cultural touchstone. Additionally, beloved character actors who created some of the most haunting figures in television history, including John Carroll Lynch, Mena Suvari, and Matt Fraser, were slated to return as iconic characters from the series' rich mythology. The cast expansion did not stop with returning legends. Murphy continued his tradition of pulling talent from his vast creative universe, bringing in Paul Anthony Kelly, Berto Colon, and Joey Polari, all of whom had previously appeared in other Murphy productions, to make their formal American Horror Story debuts. To round out the massive group, fresh faces like fashion icon and newcomer Alex Consani and not suitable for work star Avantika were brought on board, creating a diverse blend of veteran dramatic power and contemporary pop culture relevance. Despite the stellar lineup, the departure of Grande underscored the immense pressure surrounding Season 13. With filming timelines pushed and narrative arcs being finalized, the production team had to recalibrate scenes originally envisioned for the pop superstar, ensuring that the overarching plot remained tight, dark, and compelling. The mounting tension between world-scale music tours and high-end television filming served as a stark reminder of the delicate balance required to pull off entertainment spectacles of this caliber, setting up a final resolution where artistic vision, career choices, and legacy all converge. The culmination of these scheduling conflicts offers a fascinating window into the evolution of contemporary talent management, where high-profile performers navigate complex career paths spanning multiple major industries simultaneously. Ariana Grande's journey from a young Nickelodeon actress to a global music juggernaut and critically recognized film talent highlights the remarkable scope of modern entertainment careers. Her recent work on the cinematic adaptation of Wicked represented a massive artistic turning point, solidifying her status as a double threat capable of handling demanding musical vocal arrangements alongside heavy dramatic and comedic roles. Choosing to prioritize her live concert tour, Eternal Sunshine, over a television commitment reflects a deep dedication to her core musical fan base, who had purchased tickets months in advance to witness her live stage performances. A concert tour of such magnitude is not simply a series of live shows. It is an economic and creative ecosystem that employs hundreds of tour crew members, musicians, dancers, and logistics managers. Postponing or canceling tour stops in major cities like New York and Boston can cause severe logistical disruptions for venues and thousands of dedicated fans who made travel arrangements. By choosing to adjust concert dates slightly to guarantee safety and production quality, rather than attempting to squeeze in demanding late-night television shoots, Grande demonstrated a clear commitment to delivering the absolute highest standard of live performance for her supporters. At the same time, the resilience of the American Horror Story franchise demonstrates why it remains one of the most durable and influential horror series in modern television history. Since its groundbreaking debut with Murder House in 2011, creator Ryan Murphy and his creative team have continuously reinvented the structure of television storytelling by introducing the modern seasonal anthology format to mainstream audiences. Each season offers a complete, self-contained universe, complete with unique themes, historical period settings, atmospheric set designs, and deeply complex characters. By rotating a core group of extraordinary actors through drastically different roles each year, the show has allowed legendary performers like Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Jessica Lange, and Kathy Bates to showcase their incredible range. The return of these beloved veteran actors for Season 13 ensures that the franchise's emotional core and signature dramatic intensity remain fully intact, regardless of any single cast change. The inclusion of figures like Angela Bassett, Frances Conroy, and Gabori Sidibe brings a profound dramatic gravity back to the screen, reminding audiences of the iconic chapters like Coven, Asylum, and Freak Show that defined the golden age of cable television horror. Furthermore, the return of character actors like John Carroll Lynch, who immortalized the terrifying Twisty the Clown, alongside Mena Suvari and Matt Fraser, promises a deep connection to the rich lore and classic horror aesthetics that longtime viewers deeply cherish. The dynamic energy of the upcoming season is further enhanced by the introduction of bold new creative voices and emerging stars who reflect current culture. Newcomers like Alex Consani and Avantika bring fresh perspectives and vibrant fan bases to the anthology, continuing Murphy's legacy of discovering and spotlighting talent across diverse cultural spaces. The integration of actors from other Murphy productions, such as Paul Anthony Kelly, Berto Colon, and Joey Polari, demonstrates a strong sense of creative continuity within his expanding television universe. This careful balance of veteran award winners, seasoned character actors, and vibrant young talents allows American Horror Story to remain at the forefront of pop culture relevancy year after year. While fans will undoubtedly wonder what kind of uniquely campy or chilling role Ryan Murphy had conceptualized specifically for Ariana Grande, the mutual respect and creative bond built during their past collaboration on Scream Queens leaves the door wide open for future projects down the line. In an era where creative careers are longer and more diverse than ever before, timing is often the only real barrier to grand artistic ventures. As Grande continues her massive world tour to celebrate the success of Eternal Sunshine and prepares for the ongoing release of her major cinematic film projects, her fans can appreciate the dedication required to